Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to, let's see if I can do it right this time. Oh, look at that. Sort of, kind of. Our Philippine journey. Thanks. Hey, look, we're going to jump right into this very quickly. If you haven't subscribed, please consider it. Hit that thumbs up. That really makes a huge difference for us, and we thank you. All right, let's jump forward. Kandi Palace, part of the One Life Kandi Resort locations. This has to be multiple videos for time. And the reason is it's complicated. But we've gotten a lot of inquiries about what it costs for us to live where we live. Well, we don't pay rent. We own our unit. So we have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit. We face Mount Pinatubo, not Mount Arayat. And I really like it. I like being on that street view. And the street view is much funner for us. There's always people driving crazy, dogs running in front of cars, and the cars trying to figure it out. Filipinos and Americans and foreigners that can't drive, people who can't park, and then the general traffic. There's always something entertaining from our balcony. I can sit out on my balcony at 3 o'clock in the morning, drinking my coffee, watch the walk of shame and the drunks coming home. Or we could have lived on the opposite side of Kandi Palace and had a very peaceful, serene, beautiful view of Mount Arayat. We chose this, and I'm not at all unhappy about it. Let's get into it. What's it cost? Well, first off, you need to know where is Kandi. How does Kandi exist? In other words, what's it a part of? Okay, well, let's see if I've got this software figured out. Boom and boom. All right, this is the first area of, not the first built area, but the first area of Kandi. And for some reason, my labeling got cut off on Tower 3. So what you have in the center of the picture is Chatsworth, which is one floor less than Grosvenor, which I just call Grosvenor. Okay? These are two of the original condo complexes that Kandi built. To the left of Chatsworth is Tower 3. To the right of Grosvenor's Tower 1 and Tower 2. We are one block over Kandi Palace. And one block in between and to the right, getting ready for construction, is Kandi's latest development, which is going to be called White Tower. So this gives you a general idea. In Tower 2, there are hot tubs on the rooftop, a rooftop restaurant and club. There's a gym on the top of Tower 1. There's 2 pools, I think. Yeah, 2 pools that are accessible and joined together at Tower 1 and Tower 2. Grosvenor has the biggest pool. And quite frankly, it has a pool bar. We hang out there and relax a lot. Chatsworth has its own pool. And then Tower 3 has, I think, 3 small pools. Very small, more like wading pools. They don't have a large pool. And their rooftop is strictly for service. There's no amenities on their rooftop, nor is there access for the general public. If you're in Kandi, in any of its areas, you have access to all of those pools. Plus, you have access to Kandi Palace, which has a rooftop pool, rooftop bar, dining area, downstairs restaurant. Tower 1 and 2 have some amenities. They also have a rooftop restaurant service. They have um, first floor commissary, or like a little, place where you can buy stuff that, you know, soda, beer, etc., liquor, candy, quick food, fast foods. All right. Grosvenor has the pool bar, snack bar. Um, Chatsworth is more just residential with a pool. Tower 3 has a restaurant on the ground floor. The smaller pools also. Palace has a restaurant on the ground floor, a function room on the ground floor, a rooftop restaurant service, a rooftop bar, and a rooftop pool. Now, I'm going to do an in-depth vlogging tour of all of this. But for us to get through pricing and all of this in one video, it's just too long, kind of a pain in the butt to keep track of. All right, so that's what is there. And then to the right of Tower 2 is actually another high rise called Angelica, and it's not part of Kandi. And that's where T-Bax is located, by the way, which is a pretty good restaurant. And they have a rooftop pool and bar as well. All right, so if I get rid of this and pull in this, here we go. And let me move this out of your way. Actually, let me just get rid of that. These rental rates are effective right now as of December 30th, 2022. Okay? I picked up this sheet this morning. Let's just talk about studios, 1 bedrooms, and 2 bedrooms. And we're going to talk about the monthly rates. So for a studio in Palace, you can see it's going to be $33,600 plus $9,000 for your service fees. The service fees here will include all the amenities of Kandi, all right, access to all those amenities, and it's going to include daily, if you want, maid service. We always give the maids a tip when we use them. We don't use them much. Arlene uses them mostly just to wash down and clean out the balcony, especially when we've been out of town for a while. It gets very, very dusty and dirty up there. All right. It does not include electricity when you're renting by the month. Now, these are monthly rentals. Okay. So the monthly rental, and I computed this at 53 pesos to the dollar because it goes up, it goes down, who knows where, but it's right now it's 55. You could get it a little cheaper. So that really comes out to a studio is going to be $803 a month plus electric. I don't know anybody that pays less than 6,000 pesos a month. All right. For electric. You're here. If you're in this environment, you want electricity. You want that air conditioning. All right. For a 1 bedroom, you're up to $928 and some odd cents a month. And for a 2 bedroom like ours, you're going to be at $1,369 a month. That's what the rental rates are. Now you can get or find in certain times you can get and find people who own units that rent them for less than what the rentals through Kandi Realty is. But I want you to think about that. And I know several people that run their own Airbnbs, and they do a great job. Absolute great. Absolutely. They are present, they're here, they manage them themselves, the whole 9 yards. If you can find somebody that does that and you can get a good deal, that's great. But you may not. The beauty of renting through Kandi is that you don't worry about anything. You have a problem? Hey, you go to the desk and you say, hey, my air conditioner is not cold. They have air conditioning people that'll be there today. Maybe within hours, depending on what time it is you go to them. And I wouldn't think too much about the fact that, oh, maybe within hours. Um, that's just the way it is. Okay? It's the Philippines. It's not a hotel room. It's a condotel. All right? You go to them at 7 o'clock at night, odds are getting an air conditioning guy is not going to happen that night. And odds are it's not going to happen on any condotel that you're in, whether Kandi Realty is taking care of it, Airbnb, whatever. Getting air conditioning guys is just not going to happen. But the beauty is Kandi has its own air conditioning people that it contracts with. Kandi has its own electrical people. Kandi has its own management. Kandi has and envelops all of it. It's as stress-free and trouble-free as you can get without having to make sure that you're hooked up with a really good Airbnb or with a really good landlord. So you gotta consider those things. You really and truly do. All right. This does not include electricity. The more aircon you use, the more electricity you use, the more you're going to pay. It's that simple. When you check out, they go read the meter, they fill in the blanks, and that's how much you owe them. All right. You can get room service from the restaurant here. You can have food delivery to the building. Food delivery like Panda, Grab, any of the restaurants. You have to pick it up downstairs, and that's not a bad thing. And the reason for that, why they don't let them come up to your room, security. You don't have to worry about that. They're very, very cautious. We have a doorman and a security guard 24/7. We have management on site 24/7. We have reception on site 24/7. The restaurant runs from 8 o'clock in the morning till I think, 11, 12 o'clock at night, something like that. All right, maybe even a little later. I don't know. Never ordered that late. For me to go downstairs and meet the pizza guy or the Grab guy, hey, that's no big deal. The hallways are cleaned and mopped every day. Trash is picked up every day. You don't have to worry about it. Right? These are the advantages. They're taken care of. Laundry is on you. Electric is on you. Right across the street, great laundry service, and literally they service a lot of renters and owners here. Our unit is different, and when you see it, you'll need to understand that it's not typical 2-bedroom, 2-bath. We have various upgrades. We have bigger TVs. We have in our unit a full size, actually oversized, not commercial, but residential, bigger than most residential refrigerators with an ice maker, water dispenser, etc. All right. We have a washer dryer. We never use the dryer, but we use the washer several times a week at least. All right. I can't go through all of that. Let me just take a look here. You're going to have to give a security deposit, which is your reservation fee is $5,000. You got to give that's a reservation fee, 5,000 pesos. Okay. A security deposit returned at checkout, less deductions, electricity, damage, just like every other place in Asia. They come up, check your room when you're checking out. Do not check out when you're got a grab car waiting to take you to the airport. Give yourself 30 minutes for them to get everything taken care of. Wi-Fi. You have free Wi-Fi here at all of the facilities. How good is it? I can't tell you. We have our own private fiber Wi-Fi from Converge. I have heard some people say they have no problems or issues. I have heard some people say it just depends on how many people are on. And I've heard some people say that they've had terrible experiences. I can't give you an answer. All right. They have their own IT staff. If you're having an issue, go to that front desk, let them know. All right. That's one of the things you might be getting a better deal with an Airbnb is they may have a private line. But I would check first. I would find out, am I on the Kandi Wi-Fi or am I on a private Wi-Fi? Okay. Everything else is pretty much the status quo. You know, you've got to check in with a passport. You've got to have a driver's license or a passport. No pets. Pets are not allowed. Breakfast daily rate. You get a breakfast when you stay with Kandi. You get, apparently, I don't know because I've never done this, but apparently you get a breakfast voucher. I don't know how much it's worth. I don't know what you get, but it's from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. All right? There are occupancy. There are no joiner fees, but there are limits. For instance, a studio is limited to 2 people. A 1-bedroom limited to 3 people. 2 bedrooms limited to 4 people. Okay? I've seen this rule broken on numerous occasions, but I think what it is Kandi cannot control what. Let me see if I can. Oh, that's better. Kandi cannot control what Airbnb people do. To the best of that's what I've been told. Okay. And finally, the rental rates are subject to change without prior notice. So there you have it. That's what it costs here at Kandi Palace. The rate sheet that I've provided up there is going to tell you what it costs at Chatsworth Grosvenor Kandi Studios, Towers 1, 2, and 3. So if we go back over here, all right, so to the left of Chatsworth is Tower 3. To the right of Grosvenor is Tower 1. To the right of Tower 1 is Tower 2. Kandi Studios, you cannot see here, but it's at the end of this block that Kandi occupies and down around the corner. And then there is Paramount and Regency. And I don't know anything about them and cannot speak about them whatsoever. So that's pretty much the way it is. Laundry, they don't take care of. Keep that in mind. We have never had a major problem here. We've never had a problem with the staff. We've never had a problem with the employees. And we've never had a problem with any of the subcontractors that they've sent to our room, to our unit to fix stuff. It is a 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk to You can literally walk to Walking Street as fast, sometimes faster, depending on traffic, than a trike ride. It's a 100 peso trike ride from Kandi to Walking Street. All the restaurants, there are restaurants everywhere, including the ones that Kandi has. So, look, I'd like to thank you so very much. Please, please do subscribe. We're so close to hitting that 1,000 subscribers. Please do hit that thumbs up, and we really appreciate it. Have a great day, and we hope you have a great New Year's. Bye.